There comes a moment in every life when the excuses stop working, when the lies you told yourself lose their power, when the mirror stops accepting weakness and asks only one question: who are you when it gets hard? I know what it feels like to wake up carrying a weight nobody else can see, to walk through the day with pressure in your chest and fire in your head while the world expects you to smile like nothing hurts. I know what it feels like to give everything you have and still be doubted, to stay loyal and still be betrayed, to stay disciplined and still be overlooked, to stay patient while lesser men get praised for noise. I don't know what it feels like to stand in the middle of chaos while your own mind tries to convince you that resting is easier than rising. But I also know this: pain can break weak people, but it builds dangerous ones. Every sleepless night taught me endurance, every closed door taught me independence, every betrayal taught me awareness, every loss taught me precision, every setback carved patience into my bones and sharpened hunger into my blood. So now when struggle arrives, I don't panic when pressure increases, I don't fold when fear starts speaking, I don't listen, because I have already survived things that should have buried me. There was a version of me that wanted comfort, that wanted approval, that wanted an easy road and soft landings. That version had to die. The man standing here now was built in silence, trained in frustration, forged in repetition, raised by discipline and carried forward by a refusal to accept average. I no longer ask whether the road is difficult, I ask whether it is necessary. I no longer ask whether I am tired, I ask whether the mission is finished. I no longer ask whether people believe in me, I ask whether I believe enough to keep attacking when nobody is watching. That is the difference between those who dream and those who become. One waits for the right conditions, the other creates them through force of will. So when your lungs burn, keep breathing. When your legs shake, keep stepping. When your mind screams, stop, answer it with action. When doubt returns, starve it. When fear rises, walk through it. When the weight feels impossible, become stronger than the weight. You were not made to live small. You were not made to spend your life apologizing for ambition. You were not made to beg for permission from people who quit on themselves years ago. You were made to build, to conquer weakness, to command your habits, to master your thoughts, to turn pain into power and scars into proof. There will always be people who laugh before the result and clap after it. Ignore them. There will always be people who call discipline obsession because they can never sustain it. Ignore them. There will always be days when nothing feels easy, clean, fair, or rewarding. Good. That is where separation happens. That is where identity gets forged. That is where ordinary people turn back and uncommon people become inevitable. So stand there honestly and decide. Will you keep negotiating with weakness? Or will you become the kind of force that pressure cannot stop, doubt cannot shake, failure cannot teach surrender, and time cannot erase? The answer is not in your words. It is in what you do next. They told me pressure destroys people.
I learned pressure only destroys the ones who never trained their mind to survive it.
Then let them listen.
And let them choke on the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I came through nights so heavy they could bend a spinal weaker men. Mornings so cold they could freeze ambition in the blood. Days so ruthless they forced a choice between becoming harder or disappearing quietly into excuses. I learned nobody is coming to rescue discipline. Nobody rewards potential that stays asleep. Nobody respects a dream that never leaves the mouth. So I stopped speaking and started becoming. Every insult became another blade on the bar. Every setback became another mile in the dark. Every closed door became another reason to break through walls they thought would hold me forever.
And while they underestimated you, they underestimated me twice, because they mistake grace for softness and calm for weakness, until they watch a woman built by fire step forward without fear and take command of the room. I came through betrayal with a straight face, through loneliness with my standards intact, through pain with posture, through doubt with precision. And I learned that silence terrifies people when it belongs to someone dangerous. They wanted me smaller, quieter, easier to control, but pressure has a strange habit of creating exactly what fear was trying to avoid.
When your chest burns,
Breathe deeper.
when your legs shake,
Stand steadier.
when your mind breaks,
Take it back. We are the result of every day they thought would end us.
We are the answer to
Every doubt they ever spoke.
we are what pain created.
When it failed to kill us,
And we are still rising. I no longer ask whether the road is fair, because fairness never built greatness and comfort never produced killers. And easy days never taught a soul how to keep moving when everything inside says stop. Now I move with purpose sharp enough to cut hesitation, with habit strong enough to carry chaos, with vision clear enough to ignore noise, and with hunger deep enough to outlast applause. They call it obsession because they never had the courage to commit at that level.
and I move knowing elegance and violence can live in the same body, that patience and aggression can serve the same mission, that a calm face can hide a storm, disciplined enough to wait for the perfect moment. I trust the work because the work never lies, never flatters, never give trophies for talking. It only returns what was paid in sweat, sacrifice, repetition, and nights nobody else could tolerate. So when they see the result, they call it luck, because the truth would expose their laziness.
When the room goes dark,
Become the flame,
when the walls close in,
break the frame,
when they think you're done,
start again. So if today feels heavy,
carry it with pride.
if today feels painful,
Sharpen yourself inside it.
if today feels impossible,
Understand that impossible has been broken before.
because somewhere between pressure and persistence, between sacrifice and identity, between blood and belief,
The next version of you is waiting, and it only answers to action. You ever notice how pressure introduces itself slowly, like a whisper in the room, until one day it's standing on your chest, asking if you were really built for this life? And that's the day most people disappear. Because talking about strength is easy, but proving it when your lungs burn and your mind shakes is where names are made. I came through nights so cold they could freeze belief, mornings so heavy it felt like gravity, of double days where every move was questioned and every step forward got met with laughter from people who never moved at all. I learned early that nobody is coming with a crown, nobody arrives with permission, nobody hands respect to a man who hasn't bled for it. So I stopped asking and started building. I turned anger into discipline, doubt into repetition, failure into data, pain into fuel, into the same weight that once crushed me became something I carried like armor. And while you were building, I was learning how silence can become a weapon, how staying focused while chaos circles. You can make weaker minds collapse before the fight even begins. I watched people beg for easier roads while wondering why they stayed ordinary, and I realized comfort is expensive because it costs everything you could have become. So I stopped chasing applause, stopped negotiating with weakness, stopped explaining ambition to people who quit on themselves years ago. When the chest tightens,
Breathe deeper,
when the legs tremble,
drive harder,
when the mind says enough,
answer with action, action, action.
we are what pressure could not break. We are what failure could not bury. We are what doubt could not silence, and we are still coming. There was a version of me that wanted things to feel fair, wanted effort to be noticed, wanted struggle to come with guarantees, but that version was too soft to survive what was required. Now I move with the understanding that the world owes nothing, rewards nothing early, and respects only consistency sustained through pain nobody else could tolerate. Every scar became evidence, every lonely mile became separation, every sacrifice became another brick in the foundation they now call talent. And I move knowing fear never leaves, it just changes shape. So instead of running from it, I learned to walk beside it until it became too tired to lead. I know what it means to be doubted by people with smaller dreams, judged by people with weaker habits, advised by people who never stood where I stand. That is why I trust the work, because the work never lies, never flatters, never pretends. It only returns exactly what you gave it.
when the room goes dark,
Become the light,
when the road gets ugly,
become the storm,
when they think you're done,
begin again. So if today is heavy, carry it. If today is painful,
use it,
if today is ugly,
master it,
because somewhere between exhaustion and refusal, between pressure and persistence, between pain and purpose, the next version of you is waiting to be earned.